Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to be talking about how there was another train derailment this morning, this time in Houston, Texas. Apparently, it happened about roughly 6 hours ago. Got our news stories here pulled up for this. What the fuck is going on, man? The only thing I can assume is it's obviously, saboteurs at this point in this country's history. Who the hell knows? Yeah, it says crews respond to train derailment in Montgomery County, Texas. Houston News: emergency crews have responded to a train derailment along the East X Freeway in the Spandora area on Monday, the 13th. We got some local affiliates here. Emergency crews respond to deadly train derailment in that area. Houston area crash between truck, Union Pacific train kills driver, derails 20 plus rail cars. One person dead after truck crashes into train, causing derailment along the US 59 and midline. But the thing is, this train, just like the one out of East Palestine, was carrying fucking chemicals. Like, stop carrying goddamn hazardous chemicals that are cancer causers in fucking trains, dude. Seriously, stop shipping that shit. Period. Let me go ahead and read this one, though. It says here, cargo on the train included some hazardous materials, prompting Union Pacific to monitor air quality at the site of the train crash, according to the local police department. So the truck driver died, and several freight cars were derailed Monday at morning. Collision northeast of Houston. Crash between an 18-wheeler and Union Pacific train occurred shortly after 7:30 p.m. this morning, local time, so that'd be 8:30 Eastern time. It's at nearest intersection between the town of Spandora and Cleveland, according to Lieutenant Troy Teller of the PD there. Said 21 train cars were derailed in the collision and that a hazardous materials team from Union Pacific was on site monitoring air quality as a precaution. Union Pacific spokesperson confirmed that the hazmat crews were on site, adding that the estimated 100 gallons of diesel fuel was released by the train involved in the crash. Man. It's interesting that this is all happening now, and the fact that you have also, obviously, all the food processing plants in the past couple of years also get, like, basically burned and have planes crash into them and shit. It's like, are they trying to do ecological disasters now? like is this the end times that's being caused by humanity? Who the fuck knows, dude? Corrupt officials, China, who the fuck knows, man? Could be anything at this point, but it seems very fucking fishy, honestly, dude. Very, very, very fishy. So, I don't know. It's very suspect to me, and like I said, especially after East Palestine and stuff like that. And I was watching a video here a little bit ago about it, and like, it's so much worse, dude. Going back to the East Palestine story for a couple minutes here. Apparently, that one hydrogen gas that was released in the East Palestine crash last week basically is acid rain now in the state of Ohio. And I remember back in the day before I was born, back in like the 70s, he used to have, I believe it was one of the lakes around here, Lake Erie maybe or something, that was super chemical contaminated, and I guarantee it's going to be that way again, honestly, dude. Because I was even looking up like how you actually would fix this shit and how you would actually deal with the train fallout and everything and the chemicals and the soil and everything like that. It's basically you'd have to take up like 3 inches of soil for like the top layer and stuff, put a bunch of lime down in this place, and then retop it with other soil to make it actually portable again to be able to use for future growth cycles and stuff without it being chemically contaminated anymore. So you're talking about potentially doing that all across Ohio, dude. We don't have enough soil. That's what it would be. And then you bring in other states besides that, like Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, probably Indiana is my guess at some point, etc. Like everybody that surrounds Ohio, even Michigan for that matter, probably will have some of it happening there. So you're talking about 5, 6 states there. It's like fuck, man. So I don't know. It's all crazy, crazy shit, man. But yeah, not good, not good at all. Yeah, and even Drew Hernandez was talking about the Whoop getting red pilled and that. Um, about the little girl that was talking about the train derailment here. So I don't know. Fucking crazy, man. But like I said, it's very, very, very fishy, very, very suspect to see all this happening now. And you have two major train derailments in like 10 days of each other, both with hazardous chemicals on board trains that crashed. I don't know, man. Seems a bit fishy to me. So, anyway, just figured I'd come on here and say that for a few minutes is what it is. This is going to be a really short grandstand. That's about all we've got to talk about today was that whole thing. And yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that obviously there's another train crashing today, and not much more to say about than that. How many more are going to happen before something changes is what it is, dude. And the fact that, like I said, even that story I had to pull up there, it was like local media stuff talking about it, dude. Yeah, it's literally especially you have to look up Houston, Texas train crash to even see that. Because when you look up just train, it comes up with like Amtrak stuff. So you have to look up like train derailment, and then yeah, it starts popping up a few stories there. It is what it is, but they're all local. They're all local news stories too, by the way. It's not actual like ABC, NBC, CBS, nothing like that. It's all like KHOU 11 or Houston Public Media. So yeah, just same areas there and stuff like that. Yeah, it's all local news stories and stuff. Yeah, we got this one 7 hours ago. Lawsuit calls for medical testing care after Ohio train crash. So that's another one, which is obviously going to be a thing. And after talking with some people about it, I'm definitely going to have my MD here in the coming months basically test me currently for various stuff, so I can have a claim in case something does happen. So I've already called a bunch of officials feet to the fire at this point too, as well, and be like, "Hey, charge Norfolk Southern with crimes against humanity, dude. Period. That's what's happening right now." Because there's no reason for them to not be charged at this point. You got to hold these people accountable for this crap. Because if you don't, nothing's going to change, and it's just going to be through my island all over again, dude. So anyway, that's pretty much it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.